Christian Friedrich Samuel Hahnemann was born on 10 April 1755 in Mission, Saxony near Dresden. He was a German physician best known for creating system of alternative medicine called homeopathy. His father Christian Gottfried Hahnemann was a painter and designer of porcelain for which the town of Mission is famous.
As a young man, Hahnemann became skillful in a number of languages including English, French, Italian, Greek and Latin. He ultimately made a living as a translator and teacher of languages, gaining further ability in Arabic, Syriac, Chaldaic and Hebrew.
Hahnemann studied medicine for 2 years at Leipzig. Seizing Leipzig lack of clinical facilities, he moved to Vienna where he studied for 10 months. After one term of further study, he graduated MD at the University of Edinburgh on 10th August 1779, qualifying with the honors.
His poverty may have forced him to choose Erlangen as the school's fee were lower. Hahnemann's thesis was titled Conspectus Adpectum Spasmodicorum Etiologicus et Therapeuticus, means a dissertation on the cause and treatment of spasmodic diseases.
In 1781, Hahnemann took a village doctor's position in the copper mining area of Mansfield, Saxony. He soon married Johanna Henriette Kussler and would eventually have 11 children. After abandoning medical practice and while working as a translator of scientific and medical textbooks, Hahnemann traveled around Saxony for many years, staying in many different towns and villages for varying length of time, never living far from the river Elbe and settling at different times in Dresden, Torgau, Leipzig and Cothen and all before finally moving to Paris in June 1835.
Hahnemann was dissatisfied with the state of medicine in his time and particularly objected to practice such as the blood bleeding. He claimed that the medicine he had been taught to practice sometimes did the patient more harm than good. He told, "My sense of duty would not easily allow me to treat the unknown pathological state of my suffering brethren with this unknown medicine." The thought of becoming in this way a murderer of malfactor towards the life of my fellow human being was most terrible to me. So terrible and disturbing that I only gave up my practice in the first year of my married life and occupied myself solely with the chemistry and writing.
After giving up his practice around 1784, Hahnemann made his living chiefly as a writer and translator, while resolving also to investigate the causes of medicine's alleged errors. While translations, William Cullen's a treatise on the materia medica, Hahnemann encountered the claim that cinchona, the bark of a pyron tree, was effective in treating malaria because of its astringency. Hahnemann believed that other astringent substances are not effective against malaria and began to research cinchona's effect on the human body by self-applications.
During research, noting that the drug induced malaria-like symptoms in himself, he concluded that it would do so in any healthy individual. This led him to postulate healing principle that which can produce a set of symptoms in a healthy individual can treat a sick individual who is manifesting a similar set of symptoms. The principle like cure like became the basis for an approach to medicine which he gave the name homeopathy. He first used the term homeopathy in his essay Indications of the Homeopathic Employment of Medicines in Ordinary Practice, published in Woodlands Journal in 1807.
Following up the work of Danish physician Anton von Stock, Hahnemann tested substance for the effect they produce on healthy individuals, but supposing that they may heal the same ill that they cause. His research led him to agree with von Stock that the toxic effects of ingested substances are often broadly parallel to certain disease states, and his exploration on historical cases of poisoning in the medical literature further implied a more generalized medicinal law of similarity.
He first published an article about the homeopathic approach in a German language medical journal in 1796. Following series of further essays, he published in 1810 Organon of the Rational Art of Healing, followed over the years by 4 further editions entitled The Organon of the Healing Art. He first systematic treatise and containing all his detailed instructions in the subject.
A 6th edition unpublished during his lifetime and dating from 1842 was only published many years after his death. It consisted of a 5th organon containing extensive handwritten innovations. The organon is widely regarded as remolded form of any easy he published in 1806 called The Medicine of Experience, which had been published in Hofland's Journal of the Organon. Robert Ellis Duggan stated it was an amplification and extension of his Medicine of Experience, worked up with greater care and put into a more methodical and aphoristic form after the model of the Hippocratic writings.
Around the start of the 19th century, Hahnemann developed a theory propounded in his 1803 essay on the effect of coffee from original observations that many diseases are caused by coffee. Hahnemann later abandoned the coffee theory in favor of the theory that disease is caused by sora. But it has been noted that the list of conditions Hahnemann attributed to coffee was similar to his list of conditions caused by sora.
In early 1811, Hahnemann moved his family back to Leipzig with the intention of teaching his new medical system at the University of Leipzig. As required by the university statutes, to become a faculty member, he was required to submit and defend a thesis on a medical topic of his choice.
On 26 June 1812, Hahnemann presented a Latin thesis entitled A Medical Historical Dissertation on the Helleborhism of the Ancients. His thesis very thoroughly examined the historical literature and sought to differentiate between the ancient use of Helleborus niger or black hellebore and the medical uses of the white hellebore, botanically Veratrum album, both of which are poisonous plants.
Hahnemann continued practicing and researching in homeopathy as well as writing and lecturing for the rest of his life. He died in 1843 in Paris at 88 years of age and was entombed in a mausoleum at Paris.
There are few living descendants of Hahnemann's older sister Charlotte, but the living descendant of Hahnemann himself derived from one of his daughters. Hahnemann's daughter Emily had a son, Leopold Hahnemann. Leopold emigrated to England and he practiced homeopathy in London. He retired to the Isle of Wight and died there at the outbreak of World War I in 1940.
Dr. Leopold Hahnemann's youngest daughter Amalia had 2 children, Winifred and Herbert. William Herbert Thankard Hahnemann was Winifred's son. He served as a major in the British Army during World War II and then had a career in the city of London. He was at once appointed as a freeman of the city of London. Mr. William Herbert Thankard Hahnemann, the great-great-grandson of Samuel Hahnemann, died on 12 January 2009 after 22 years of active patronage of the British Institute of Homeopathy. William Thankard Hahnemann line continues with his son Charles.
Hahnemann wrote a number of books, essays and lectures on the homeopathic matter, chemistry and general medicine. Fragmentary work is Medica Mancherum Possibility, received in Sano Corporate Humano Observatus. It is a collection of 27 drug proving published in Latin in 1805. The Organon of the Healing Art, 1810. It is a detailed delineation of what he saw as a rational underpinning homeopathic medicine and guideline for the practice. Hahnemann published the 5th edition in 1833. It's a revised draft of this 1842 was discovered after Hahnemann's death and finally published as a 6th edition in 1921. Matine Medica Pura. It is a compilation of homeopathic proving reports published in 6 volumes between volume 1 in 1811 and volume 6 in 1827. Revised edition of volume 1 and 2 were published in 1830 and 1833 respectively. Chronic disease 1828. An explanation of the root and cure of the chronic disease according to the theory of miasm, together with a compilation of homeopathic proving report published in 5 volumes during the 1830s.
કરવી છે મારે પૂજા તમારી